Can you actually enjoy teenage life and still get good grades? I know I did. Like, sure, people say that you have to hustle, grind, study 12 hours a day. But that's never really been me. You see, I love going out, making memories, being with my friends, traveling, exploring, filming, and doing everything that I can to feel alive. But still, I wanted good grades, and this is how I made it work. What if I tell you that you didn't have to study harder? What if you could just study smarter? Those questions changed everything for me. I went down a rabbit hole on how the brain really works and found study techniques that actually make sense. This video, I'm sharing the exact methods that help me raise my grades without burning out. They're backed by science, they're simple, and they're made for students like us who wants result without losing ourselves. So, if you're tired of cramming, feeling guilty for resting, or even want a softer but smarter way to study, keep watching because this is for you. And hey, if anything here resonates with you, comment below. What's one thing that overwhelms you most about studying? I'd love to hear your story because who knows, maybe it will be my next video. Okay, let's start with what really changed for me. How I thought about studying. Instead of saying, I have to study for 6 hours today, I started asking, what's one thing I need to understand today, and what is the simplest way I can retain this? That shift from hours to intention literally saved me. Because the truth is, whether you like it or not, the more time you study does not reflect to the result that you will have. I need you guys to remember that the more study time doesn't always mean that you will have better results. A recent study found that students who have used effective strategies like planning, self-monitoring, and staying focused achieved more, even with less study time. In fact, those who have studied longer without strategy felt more overwhelmed and got less done. So, our priority is efficiency and productivity. Once I shifted from studying more to studying smarter, I stopped feeling so burnt out. I didn't need a 6 hours routine, I just needed to be more efficient. So here are the study methods that actually help me raise my grades without draining my time and energy. And yes, they're backed by science. Number 1, active recall. This is the method that changed everything for me. From mindlessly reading and watching video lectures, I made sure to utilize this method. So basically, after reading and watching, I make sure to try and recall what I just have learned. I personally use websites such as Gizmo to help me with this method. I either say it out loud, write it in my own words, and even quiz myself. So with this method, rather than simply rereading your materials, this focuses your brain to retrieve information, making it easier to remember later during exams. Number 2, the Feynman technique. This is literally pretending to teach the concept to someone. This method implies that if you can't explain it simply, then you don't get it yet. So you have to get back, reread it, relearn, and then try again. The reason why this works is because teaching forces you to organize your thoughts and identify gaps you need to learn. This turns surface learning into real understanding and comprehension. And if you check my TikTok account, you can actually see me teaching you guys these concepts and things that I have to study to help me execute this Feynman method. Let's be realistic. Not every day you will feel productive. Some days you will feel stuck, tired, and sometimes just But consistency didn't mean being perfect. It meant showing up just enough to keep the momentum going. Here's what helped me stay on track even on low energy days. On those off days, I stopped chasing the perfect study date. Instead, I'd ask, what's the one small thing I can do today to keep the momentum? Sometimes it was just reviewing one concept, sometimes it was just making a Quizlet, and sometimes it was just doing a to-do list. But why does it work, you ask? Well, behavior science calls this a minimum viable effort, implying that small wins build habit strengths without burning you out. Your goal isn't to study perfectly, but rather to stay in the game, especially when you don't feel like it. Hey, if you're still here, this part is just for you. Maybe you've been feeling like you have to do everything to succeed. Study for 6 hours, watch all the lectures, never miss a beat. Perhaps you must have been tired, mentally, emotionally, or just done. So, let me be the one to tell you this gently. You do not have to prove your work through exhaustion. You're allowed to rest without feeling guilty. And studying smarter doesn't mean you are lazy. It means that you are being intentional. Some days will be slow, some days you won't even touch your notes, but you're still learning, you're still growing, you're still enough. If you're overwhelmed, start with one concept. If you're tired, take a 5-minute break and call it productive. Small effort is still effort. This isn't just about grades, it's about giving yourself a kinder way to succeed. And before I go, if this video helped even a little, share it with someone who might need this too. Save it for later, rewatch it when you're feeling stuck, because you don't have to hustle alone. This space is made for you. With love, your favorite diary.